we've got to figure out a way to have higher quality foods using less resources, period, or it's not going to work. So it's really going to take a grassroots effort, honestly. Instead of fighting the model, we're just going to have to change it. This is a 3,000 square foot aquaponics farm. We're raising fish and plants together. So the way this system works is we have 3 fish tanks here, and all of this water from the fish tanks, gravity flows down through some filtration tanks and out to the plant culture beds here. The water kind of zigzags its way up and down to the troughs, and once it gets to the far end of the trough, it flows into a sump tank, and a single pump lifts that back up to the fish tank. Woo! These are all nice looking, healthy 1.5 to 2 pound hybrid striped bass here. Bringing the fish into the equation is a huge driver for us because not only an additional revenue source, but it's a cheaper source of nutrients or fertilizer, if you will, than typical hydroponic solutions. And agriculture, in a general sense, is the largest consumer of water worldwide. In the farm, we have about 11,000 gallons of water in total, and that water is recirculating on a single pump over and over and over again. The metrics that are commonly out there is that in aquaponics you can use 5 to 10% of the water that you would otherwise use in traditional soil. We service restaurants and markets that are all within 5 miles of the farm. That's an important metric for us. A lot of what we do is based upon their demands, the products that they really need week in and week out. We don't sell at retail prices. It's not wholesale. It's somewhere in between. We work that out with the restaurants to make sure, obviously, it's mutually beneficial for both parties. All of our chefs, they want to have a personal connection with the farm, and they use that to their advantage in many respects too, telling their customers where their model for the farm is really set up around plant and fish revenues and anything else that is a derivative of the farm, period. So anything we do in terms of education and consulting, that's really a separate business model, and we don't muddy the waters with the farm, because we want to prove that the farm can stand on its own, that the plants and the fish can pay the bills, right? So that this farm, we have labor, which is the highest expense, we have utilities, we pay rent here, of course, fish feed, plant seeds, that kind of stuff, that this farm can economically be self-sustaining. Because
what can we do to change agriculture to make our planet better? And right now, there's so many people that are passionate about green living, recycling, composting, and eating better and more healthy that it's the perfect time to introduce aquaponics.
Aquaponics is the combination of 2 industries, aquaculture and hydroponics. It all starts right here with a tank of fish. This fish was planted 9 months ago at 1 inch long. Isn't that beautiful? A sturgeon. The sturgeon provide the nutrition by eating the fish food, which then is passed through a number of filters. Finally, it falls into this bladder. See, this is a bladder bag of water. It's just a big bag of mud. And as the water flows through here, it's available to these plants, which wick the water up and grow like crazy. It comes across here under the ground into the stream of water, and it comes up here like a spring, where everything that a plant needs is bioavailable in this teat of water. It flows back and forth through these streams until it's deficient of nutrition again, and then it's circulated from here right back up to where it gets bubbles and falls like a waterfall and oxygenates the fish again. So the entire system is closed and healthy because clean water goes in and fertilizer water comes out. This is aquaponics.
I would say the 3 things over conventional farming that aquaponics provides is 1, sustainability.
Aquaponics must cherish the ecosystem, so we're really conscious of that. We don't put anything on these plants that we couldn't eat.
2, the yield.
Per square foot out in the field, they get 3 heads of lettuce per year. Here, we do 4 per month.
3, the water conservation.
We're using 5% of the water of all the farms around us to produce more food.
Of the table represents 5,000 seeds, which are planted every day. We plant 5,000 seeds a day, and we harvest 5,000 plants a day in each acre. With this greenhouse and the capacity to grow food at this scale, it's an amazing gift to put in the hands of children, teachers, and communities.